Hello, my name is Yasmin Euphemia, aka Sugar, and I'm here tonight with.
Hi, and I'm Beverly, your UK fluffy chick, and we are the founder Sis-Stars of Support a Sis-Star Network, where the main aim is to showcase all the wonderful gifts and talents and your businesses that you've got going on out there. And tonight with us we have Debs of Boholocs. Is that correct? Did I say
That's
that right?
correct. Debs of Boholocsbydebs.
Boholocsbydebs.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start in there. So first of all, tell us who is Debs and what brought you to the path of what you're doing right now, and what is it that you do?
Right. So Debs is a 56-year-old mother of three young adults. In my day job, I'm a project manager. During the pandemic, I decided to do hair because I've always loved doing hair. Hair has always had a story for me of nurturing, of love. My mum's hands in my hair and falling asleep on her lap. And so that's something I've always loved and associated with like comfort and fun. So I did that during the pandemic. I advertised on the Black Owned Economy group on Facebook, and hey presto, just blew up.
Wow.
So now I'm like completely snowed under with clients, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Okay. So what exactly, for those who don't know, what is boho locks? What is boho locks?
These are boho locks, actually, and I didn't plan that because I have all different styles in my head, but these are boho locks. So basically, boho locks are locks that have a kink in them, or have like bits in them, bits flying out. And if you think Lisa Bonet back in the day, she had her locks really untidy, and she would have in, and that was boho locks. But boho locks now have become locks that have some kind of styling in. And I do faux locks, so I also do real locks. But these are locks where they're a protective style. You have your natural hair, either braids individually that you then wrap the lock around, or cornrow down your head that you then crochet the lock onto. Self-trained. I've done my hair for years in this style, and I've had real locks as well. But to have the versatility of having different styles, I went from real locks to faux locks, and that was how boho was born.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even know that was an option back before I locked my hair. It's like,
I know, nor did I.
It took me ages to make that decision because I was just thinking, oh, I'm not gonna have to do my hair. Oh my God, lock. And then it's like the day I decided it has to be done, I just had to do it that day. If I didn't do it that day, it wouldn't get done.
It's a big decision.
It's a huge.
I know a lot of my clients have that as their end goal, to lock their hair, but it's almost as if they have to cycle themselves up to it over the years. And when they're ready to lock it, I lock it for them, and then I maintain it and retwist and do all that. Okay. So yeah,
I'm a self-maintainer.
So you've become snowed under, and you're still balancing with your full-time job. So where do you think you'll be going with this?
Well, ideally, I would like to do this full time. I'm currently working with a couple of West End theatre productions where the theatre's become much more diverse recently, and now they're casting Black actresses as leads and principals. So I've got a couple of contracts now where I am, the designated stylist for the actress in. I did currently I'm doing the lead in Mrs. Doubtfire, co-lead in Mrs. Doubtfire. And I did Mother Goose, one of the actresses in Mother Goose, so that just came back, finished touring up and down in England. So if that takes off, and I get that point where I can, then I would like to ideally leave my day job, which I really enjoy, but is not where my heart is, and do this time. And I hope to do that in the next, I would say by 2025, beginning of 2025. That's my goal.
Okay,
absolutely. So she just covered quite a few questions there without even.
Okay, I'm a waffler. You got to reel me in.
Yeah, that's right. That's all right. So where are you? So at the moment now, where do you go to the clients, or do the clients come to you somewhere? Where are you based?
No, I'm based in Gypsy Hill, southeast London, a tiny hamlet of Gypsy Hill, which is between Dulwich and Norwood and Crystal Palace, pretty much, so in a tiny little circle. And clients come to me predominantly. I do go to clients in the instance that they cannot come to me. I have a couple of clients that really just cannot come to me, and I go to them. But say 90% of my clients come to me.
Okay.
And I work.
Okay.
All right. So in my mind, you've blown off already to manage to get those fantastic contracts. So would you be looking at doing that type of work, in the acting world, so to speak, in the theatrical world, or are you looking at the salon from a salon point of view?
Definitely not from a salon point of view. I've never been a fan of the salon structure or necessarily the salon environment. And that's really where me doing my own hair came from. I never liked going into the salon and being sat in the chair and having to just absorb it all. So comfort of my home, yes, I'd like to continue to flourish in the creative industry. And, not to digress too much, but I have got a few strings to my bow. I'm also a talent manager, which I've had my own company since 2013, which is another story. And that world, I'm very comfortable in the world of theatre, music, spoken word, and film. So that's
right.
So yeah, it's almost like a natural segue to go into that through hair and do it that way. I'm waiting to hear back on a couple of projects which would involve a little bit more involvement in TV work and maybe some travel. But that would then really definitely be a balancing act, because I have my regular clients that expect me to be here.
So did you, when you first started, from starting doing your own hair to just posting in this group that you said, did you foresee that as an avenue for where your Boholocs by Debs would go? Did you foresee that as the direction?
You know what? When I remember how it started, I was visiting my mum, and my mum had a carer visiting, and she liked my hair, and I said, "Oh, I can do it for you." And she said, "How much?" And I said, I told her how much, and she was like, "Oh, that's reasonable." And then I remember reading somewhere that you should always have more than one stream of income. You should always have a passive income, always have a second, bow to your arrow. And I thought, well, this is something I enjoy doing. And the price that I'm quoting seems to be reasonable. Why don't I just see how it plays? And I put it on the group, Black Owned Economy group. I don't know if you know that group on Facebook.
I've probably seen it, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's about 150,000 plus members on the group. I put it on there, and it literally, I was floored. I was overwhelmed. I remember spending a whole day on my phone answering. I must have answered about 300 DMs that day. I just thought, wow, be careful what you wish for, because I don't even know when I'm going to find the time to do this now. But at the time, I was still working fully from home. So luckily my day job is not that demanding, and I'm my own boss. So literally it's just to have my laptop open, check it every now and then, and do my thing. But I registered my business. I registered my business as a sole trader, because I also need to be able to invoice my clients when I'm working with production companies. They're not just looking for someone doing a side thing. They need to be able to reconcile books. Let's get this above board. Provide, get the invoicing, get my tax number and everything. Let the HMRC know what I'm doing. I don't look over my shoulder. So now I'm ready really to scale up. And you say, yeah, it looks like you've blown up. I don't feel I have, because I'm not fully where I want to be yet. I want to do a couple of formal qualifications so that no one can tell me anything. And I want to style for London Fashion Week.
Okay.
That's my goals. And I want to be a consultant for, when you see black people on TV in these British crime series, and their hair is an absolute disgrace.
Talk up the things, man.
And you're like, what are you doing? You have directors that you can consult and say, what would this black actress, what would this black girl do with her hair? Why does everyone have to have these ridiculous wigs on their head that look like nests? And, because it's white people that are doing.
Well, it's people that don't understand. Yeah.
Because because I'm not even gonna go that, because some white people get it.
Yes.
Some do get it, but it just seems like the ones that they got don't get it.
Do not
get the hair gone wrong or the makeup don't look right.
Yeah, and like in America, they get it. Like you have that program Girlfriends with Megan Good that was on Amazon Prime. She was rocking locks. She was rocking locks. Lupita Nyong'o in the new Black Panther movie. She was rocking locks. They know what's trending. They see what's going on and they mimic it. But in the UK, somehow it's like we don't get it. We don't see that.
Some bad. I see some pretty locks wig. You see, it's like
you might as well have bought it from the circus, really.
Yeah,
like when you go to the fair and they've got the cap with the hairs coming out of it.
Exactly. I mean, it's really wrong, and I don't like to see our people misrepresented. We have beautiful hair, and there's so much you can do with our hair, and they just put some stiff wig on their head, and it just looks
like steel wool.
Yeah, So that's something I'd like to. That's when I've got to all my goals and reached all my objectives, then I'll feel like I've made it. But I'm far from there.
Where can we find you?
Sorry?
Where can we find you?
So I have, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on TikTok as Boholocsbydebs. So all my pages are the same name. All my pictures, all my work, unless it's the same style that I've done before, I'll post it. And yes, those are the places where you can find me. For now. Before I start, appearing on magazines and stuff, it's social media.
Listen to her. That's what I love to hear.
Yes, man. Yes.
Yeah.
But at least we catch her before she blow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw she was here. we'll have a Debs Boholocs was here poster.
Well, let's get it right. Boholocsbydebs.
By Debs, yeah.
I do apologize.
That's her name.
My thing. I'm sorry. I'm rubbish with names.
Yeah. I always have to get her hand out and do it like that.
It will grow on you. It will grow on you. Yeah.
Okay. So I think we've covered it. We've got how you started your journey. We've got where you are at the moment, halfway on the blow up ladder. And you've got your later goals, and you've even set time scale for you. You're very organized, and
I'm a project manager as well.
Yeah. So that's where that all comes from. Because I just have a goal, but no time scales. I'm working on that element.
Smart. Time that's smart is one of the things is measurable. Another thing is time bound. When you have a smart model of work. Smart.
Madam UK Fluffy Chick has to know that because she's a teacher and we're supposed to work by smart goals.
Yes, of course. We love our teachers.
It hasn't transferred into the personal life yet. Getting there.
Okay.
But Debs, it was an absolute pleasure and a privilege to have you join us on our platform. And I've been watching it because I watch your Instagram every now and again, and I see the hair, and I'm thinking, whoo, yeah. But I enjoy watching the journey, and many more successes, and hope you hit all your goals. Not hope when you hit all your goals, like I say, I know her.
I will remember you if you remember me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your support, and I've subscribed, I've liked. I'm going to share. So I'm so privileged that you found me. I don't know how you found me. Was it just
don't know.
Oh, Madam there. She's a research person.
Okay.
She's been raving about you.
The algorithm did me good. Thank you, algorithm. No, I appreciate you. Giving me a little bit of a platform to talk about what I do and what I love. And I salute you guys, Sis-Stars.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Stars. I salute you guys and what you're doing, and you're doing great things.
Yeah,
Big up.
because like I said, sometimes you see products and you see services, and you know, sometimes people can be skeptical, including me myself. I would see something like, but when you hear the person behind the product, and that
Yes.
was one of the goals, that was our goal, was like for people to see the person behind the product. So then when you kind of, okay, and then especially, and it's like everyone that we've met so far, and see now you're just added on to that. It's like they have a passion behind. It's not just I just do here because it's a money I could make. You actually passionate about doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Everyone
For me,
we
And
have,
that's what matters.
hair is love.
Yeah.
Hair is
yeah,
love.
yeah.
And each one of my clients feels that whenever they're in my chair. It's a personal relationship. We bond, and my hands, I think, are my magic. And I love that feeling and that result.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Excellent,
man, it's
excellent.
absolutely great. It's
Thank
nice. It's
you.
nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right then. So we call that a wrap then now, Miss Sugar.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Yes.
My greatest pleasure. Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you, Bev.
All
And
right.
hear from you soon. Take
All right,
care.
and take care. All right then. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.